In this video, I'll be telling you all about how to present your answers in your theory exam. So, most of the universities have three types of questions. One will be your essay questions, which will range about 7 to 10 marks. Your short notes will be of 3 to 5 marks, and your short answers or very short questions may be worth 1 to 2 marks. So, the first thing you need to know is uh, the number of sides you're going to write the answer for. So in case of an essay question, you need to have a minimum of 7 sides and a maximum of 12 sides would be more than sufficient. Anything beyond that, you're wasting time on that question. So what you need to write are, first you write an index page, and then there definitely needs to be some diagrams. Diagrams should be included, and use at least two colors of pens. Two colors pens like blue and black minimum. You need to do this. So those are your things you need to remember for your essay. I'll just give you an example of how I would write an essay of the block. Say there's a question in anatomy. Say the question is breast, and it's going to have some sub questions like blood supply, lymphatic drainage, and some applied anatomy. So all of this is going to be a total of 10 marks per se. So first of all, on your first page, you write in huge font breast, and then uh, put in your index page. So I will write introduction, then location, shape, and extent. So all of that would be one small introduction to that, and then that would be the then you could, before going on to the blood supply, lymphatic drainage and applied, you could write a little bit more about the breast anatomy, that is external features and your internal organization of the breast. And then you could this would be enough for then you finally write about the uh, blood supply, lymphatic drainage and applied anatomy. So how this is going to work is, introduction you write about half a side. Okay, you write about half a side, and this location, shape, extent you write for one side, and you can include this diagrams in every subheading, and the more diagrams you use in anatomy, the more marks you're going to get scored. So I'll write about the external features on one side, the internal organization I would write for another one side. So that is 3.5 sides for just introducing into the breast, and the blood supply I would write for 2 sides because the sub question in my essay. So on my lymphatic drainage I would write for 2 sides, and applied anatomy I would write for maybe 1.5 sides. So what I would be writing in the blood supply is, first I'll be writing the arterial supply and venous drainage, and I will put one diagram for each of these, and that will cover half of the page. On the other half of the page I will be writing some words to explain what the diagram is. So that's how I'll be filling pages. Same thing goes for lymphatic drainage. There will be around some 6 to 7 sets of lymph nodes. You just mark everything in a diagram, and then you can take up the same diagram showing how in which direction there's going to be drainage and how it's going to get, which order it's going to be drained, and you can just put in a few lines below the diagram explaining what that diagram is. And finally, applied anatomy, you can write about PD orange or fibroadenoma or anything which related to breast. You can just put that down. So this is how you need to structure your answers. And if you want to score extra marks, you can use good handwriting, highlight important points, and finally uh, draw more diagrams in case of anatomy, more flowcharts in case of pathology and physiology. Basically, if you make the person who's going to correct the papers work more easily, he's going to be tempted to give you more marks. If you're going to make him work and search for all the answers in your answer sheet, then he's going to hesitate in giving you marks. So that same analogy, you go on with short notes. So what you need, the same structure you need to use in a short note, but you need to cut it down to 4 to 6 sides only. You can't keep writing over and over again. Let me take up an example. Say there's a question about uh, blood supply of stomach. Say they ask for mark. Okay, blood supply of stomach. So how do you go about filling 4 to 6 sides about the blood supply of stomach is, first you give a little bit introduction about the stomach, and then you just draw one diagram of a stomach. A rough diagram like this would do. Okay, you don't need to be an artist when it comes to anatomy. Just put a diagram like that, and then you mark the parts of the stomach in this diagram like this, and then the next diagram you just put a diagram saying the 9 regions of the abdomen. Okay, and just put the stomach somewhere here. Okay, so you do all of this, you will start filling more pages with diagrams. So the best thing for anatomy is diagrams. So that would be the best thing you do. You give an introduction, you give all these things, and finally you write about the blood supply. Blood supply, you split it into 2 to 3 sides. So you write about the arterial supply and the venous drainage. Just draw one rough diagram of the stomach. Put the blood supply over here. It will be like this, and then it's going to come like this. There are going to be branches here, like this. So this would be about the rough blood supply of the stomach, and then you just mark all the arteries over here. Write 2 lines about all those arteries, and I mean it's going to come from the celiac trunk, which is direct branch from the aorta. So you just write all of that. Then you draw the another diagram for the venous drainage, and wait, I'm searching for my blue. Yeah. So you put a similar venous drainage over here, and just mark the arteries, and just write a few lines about the blood supply. And whenever they ask you about blood supply, try to add some applied anatomy to this. So that will easily cover 4 to 6 sides. Same logic if they're going to in biochemistry or physiology, you need to add more of flowcharts and all of this stuff. Short answers, these are, do not write. I'll tell you what you should not do in case of short answers to score more marks. Do not write one line answers. Okay, never do this. Don't think that that one line will fetch you that full 1 mark or 2 marks. It's not going to happen. Okay, and then uh, do not uh, leave out any question. Attempt all questions in case of short answers. Do not leave out any question in case of just write something related to it. For example, they ask you something about profunda brachii and you forget what profunda brachii is. At least write that it's a blood vessel, from the brachial artery. If you don't remember from brachial artery, just leave it. It's a blood vessel and it supplies blood. You say you answer like that at least. Okay. If you're not sure about where it's located and all of those things. So that would be all about presenting answers in theory exams. Thank you.